What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming. We have moved on from Paldea Evolved and are looking forward to the new Obsidian Flames meta. Today, we've got a showcase of a brand new deck, Charizard EX on the right side, piloted by myself, and on the left side we have Lost Zone Giratina, piloted by Breeze. This is going to be an explosive matchup. Of course, Charizard able to accelerate its own energy, and with that Pidgeot engine in the deck, it is able to search for any card. We're going to see if Breeze can overcome the overwhelming advantage that Charizard has, which is 330 HP. Not able to be knocked out by a Giratina V-Star unless they use Star Requiem. Starting off for the Lost Zone Tina side, it is a very good setup, and on the opposing Charizard side, looks like also a very good setup. Of course, this deck does run Squawkabilly, and I think that is going to be the choice. Yep, so looking for that Squawkabilly and benching it, and then with the Artisan is going to be able to go grab a Charizard. Oh, but it decides to go with the Arceus instead of the Squawkabilly. Looks like with a research in hand, that is definitely not a Squawkabilly hand. And it's going to be another Battle VIP pass, so this is likely getting a Charmander and a Manaphy if I was to guess. Although it appears that Manaphy is prized, so it is going to be a Delphox going down as well. Oh, decides to get the Mew instead, as it is a good option to retreat into and use that Mysterious Tail for the next 2 turns. So going to retreat into that Mew, use Mysterious Tail, and see if they can't find something even better. Looks like it's going to be another Battle VIP pass, and that is going to grab a 3rd Charizard. And that is going to be the turn passed over. It's going to be an Artisan for the Lost Zone Tina side, searching for that Cramorant. Of course, very good in this matchup for knocking out low HP Pokemon like those Charmander, like the Pidgey, like the Mew. Really good to get that established, and this turn only needs to use Flower Selecting twice to attack with that Cramorant. Is going to use that Flower Selecting here and gets rid of the Lost City. Of course, a really good card in this matchup, but the other card being a Colress is a little too good to keep. It's going to be getting rid of a Battle VIP pass and another one off of the Colress. Some would consider that the best Colress in the game. And Flower Selecting one more time here is going to have to decide between, looks like another Colress and potentially some other card. And is going to get rid of the Nest Ball and keep the other card. So it was a Colress and a Nest Ball, going to get rid of the Nest Ball for now. Looks like the attachment for turn here, going to likely retreat into the Cramorant and attack, taking a knockout on the Mew and getting ahead in the prize trade. And that's exactly what's going to happen here, as it is 110 damage for a knockout. Oh, and it looks like a Super Rod shuffling back to Psychic Energy a little early, if you ask me. And a benching of the Sableye. Nope, considering it, does not want to bench that Sableye. Okay, so taking a knockout here. It is going to be the promotion of the Pidgey is probably the correct option, because the Pidgeot EX does have free retreat. It's going to be the Arceus V-Star here, and likely Starbirth to search the deck for 2 Pokemon. Probably 2 Pokemon. I don't actually know what it's going to be. But let's see. Starbirth here does look for 2 cards, and this looks like a pretty easy option, so we're going to see what happens this turn. And it looks like it's going to be a Delphox here, and a Rare Candy into the Pidgeot EX, who does have Quick Search, and that's exactly what's going to happen here, searching the deck for the Charizard and using Rare Candy to evolve into Charizard EX. That Infernal Rain is going to activate and attach 3 energy onto the Delphox. Going to take a double knockout this turn thanks to the Lost Zone Tina player not putting a Manaphy on their bench. This is going to be a particularly strong turn, as an attachment is put onto that Charizard, and the Delphox attacks, Lost Zoning 2 Fire Energy and taking 2 knockouts, going down to 4 prizes remaining, which means a knockout on a Giratina followed by another knockout on a Giratina would shore up this game. Looks like Artisan one more time is going to search the deck for a Pokemon, and it is going to be another Comfey, so hopefully able to establish a Manaphy this turn. Looks like Flower Selecting is between 2 cards. Lost City again, so getting rid of that Lost City one more time. And we're going to see a Mirage Gate here with 7 in the Lost Zone can search for 2 of any energy as long as they're different and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you'd like. So it's going to be Grass Psychic going to the Giratina V. Looks like a Sableye going down and another Mirage Gate here, so it's going to attach 1 energy and 1 energy. 1 to that Sableye, of course, to put damage counters anywhere on the board as long as they're 10 in the Lost Zone, which there isn't right now, but with a Flower Selecting and a Colress, there could be. And it looks like that Colress is activated here, so it's going to be 1 more Flower Selecting away from 10 cards in the Lost Zone. It's going to be a Greninja bench and a Concealed Cards. I am very interested in the fact that there was no Manaphy put down. Looks like a Jet Energy is the choice for that Comfey to move into the active and use that final Flower Selecting needed to get 2 10 cards in the Lost Zone. And it's going to be getting rid of the Escape Rope. Very good choice here to get rid of. Looks like his, nope, can't attach. Already attached that Jet Energy, so. Debating what needs to happen here. Going to take a look at the discard pile. Looking likely for the Boss's Orders and the Rare Candy amounts. Of course, the Fire Energy is another option to look into. It is going to be a cross switcher bringing up the Arceus V-Star, and it's going to be a Lost Mine, putting on 3 on the Delphox and 9 on that Charmeleon, taking a knockout, the first knockout for the Lost Zone, sorry, second knockout for the Lost Zone Tina, so the prizes are tied here. Looks like Quick Search is going to be activated here, searching the deck. Looks like it might be another Rare Candy trying to eye up and attack with that Delphox once again. Looks like it's going to be a Rare Candy. Of course, yeah, I will tell you guys, you do not need to show the card you Quick Search for, so don't do that. It's probably better knowledge if you just don't show your opponent. And it's going to be a Rare Candy, of course, into that Charizard EX. Searching the deck for 1, 2, and 3 energy, and attaching them in any way that they want. I think this is a really gutsy play, but it did end up working out for this situation. It's going to be a retreat manually. All of the Fire Energy have been attached or in the discard pile, but that Super Rod, of course, is going to shuffle back those 3 energy for a potential turn later. And the Delphox is going to take another double knockout here, of course, on the Sableye and likely the Comfey with the Jet Energy. If the Lost Zone Tina player was able to establish a Manaphy this turn, it would have likely been a completely different story in this matchup, but taking 2 Pokemon losses back-to-back is really rough. Going to allow for a potential Rare Candy Charizard in a later turn. And it's going to be a Magical Fire once again, taking 2 knockouts, going down to 2 prizes remaining. So it is 2-4 right now in favor of the Charizard player, but we're going to see if the Lost Zone Tina player can bring this back with a huge knockout from Star Requiem. Probably looking for Roxanne or Iono this turn, of course. Either one would be very nice. Roxanne would be likely better in the scenario because you would get 6 cards instead of just 4. And it looks like the Escape Rope is going to promote this Charmander from the Charizard side. The Pidgeot does have free retreat, but if Star Requiemed, will lose the ability to use Quick Search in a later turn. Looks like the Lost Zone Tina player deciding what they want to bring up with the rope, and it's going to be the Radiant Greninja. A Super Rod is used now to shuffle back in the energy needed to use concealed cards, and of course that Moonlight Shuriken, which does 90 damage to 2 Pokemon, however will do 180 if the Pokemon is weak, which Charmander and Delphox both are. Lots of Pokemon on the field though with lots of HP. This will be a very difficult situation to get out of for the Lost Zone Tina player unless they play a Roxanne or some kind of disruption card. Oh, and there it is, and Iono is going to shuffle both players' hands, put them at the bottom, so it looks like the Lost Zone player is going to get 4, and the Zard player is going to get 2 cards. Those 2 cards better be good to come out of this situation. Looks like Moonlight Shuriken here going to take a knockout. on the active likely. Yep, and then doing 90 damage to the Delphox on the bench, leaving it with 120 HP left. Looks like Pidgeot is the choice to promote here. It's going to be an Ultra Ball, grabbing a Squawkabilly, and then Quick Search, likely grabbing a Research here. Now this Charizard player only needs to hit 1 energy here to get an attack off with Charizard. Alright, it's going to be the attachment for turn onto that Delphox there, as well as a Revenge Punch. I'm not sure how I feel about the attachment. Yes, it's much safer there on the Charizard, as the Charizard does have the ability to attack with 2 energy instead of 3. And the Revenge Punch still going onto the Delphox, and we're going to see its first attack, which burns and confuses the opponent. Looks like Artisan is the choice here, just searching through the deck and shuffling up. And it looks like it's in favor of the Zard player here, of course, just needing 1 more energy to take a knockout on anything on the field, as long as the Giratina player takes a knockout on this Delphox or any other 2-prizer on the field. Yeah, good choice there. Removing the Jet Energy attachment from the Giratina and rather attaching to the Comfey instead, so that they can use the Flower Selecting and draw a card from it. Benching the Manaphy, benching the Sableye, and going to use Roxanne here after a Mirage Gate is used to do nothing. Roxanne here, going to shuffle both players' deck, and the Zard player is going to get 2 cards while the Giratina player gets 6 cards. So very good for the Giratina player here. Can hopefully swing a comeback here. All the Zard player needs though is 1 energy to take a knockout in the game. 1, 2. Not get to see what I did not get to see what those cards were, so we're going to see what happens here. And it's going to be a Flower Selecting here, looking for a Cross Switcher. Oh, but both Cross Switchers there are the option. Of course, needing both of those Cross Switchers to get a KO on the Pidgeot EX. Had Concealed Card been used, that would have actually been a very good scenario, and the Pidgeot would have been attacked with Star Requiem for a double prize knockout, and Breeze with the Lost on Tina would have gone to 1 prize remaining. And it's just going to be a pass of turn. It's going to be a Fire Energy to the active. And debating what to do here is just going to be a Quick Search. For Research. That Research being played, discarding the Headquarters and a Pidgey, and hopefully trying to find 1 more Fire Energy for the next turn, and that did happen. So it is going to be Confusion and Burn here, and the Burn is healed right away. And, oh, wrong card here. And it's going to be a Concession here, as the energy needed for the attack with Zard was in hand already. So any knockout on the Delphox would have been a knockout from the Charizard for game with the Pidgeot searching for boss's orders. So, oh, looks like the Shaman was prized. Shaman was the tech attacker for this matchup. Revenge Blast, of course, with 3 prizes taken, does take a 1-hit knockout on that Charizard EX. Really fun battle, really close battle by both sides. So that is Charizard EX winning. You guys can always get the Discord link from the description where you can find these deck lists posted every single week. We also stream live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, as well as Tuesdays with some late night tournaments. We can also be seen on YouTube where you're watching right now. If you want, go click our channel, subscribe, like this video, and like every video that you watch, because it does help us with our content creation and getting you guys the best quality videos. Again, this is Andy, and we'll see you guys next time from Controlled Chaos Gaming. See you guys later.